Hello everyone. So this is Alteryx day 87 and we are going to see the multi-field formula and yes, we are going to see like learn to apply how to replace the nulls or in the dozen of columns to save some time and like how we can clean the data. So this is the idea of I have already discussed multi-field formula in a couple of my previous projects and videos. So if you're visiting first time to this channel, so please go and watch those videos and let me know if there is anything you want to discuss or any topic related to data engineering solution or ETL or Alteryx solution or business intelligence solution. So I'll be definitely looking into those in the comment section. You can mention your details and I'll try to reply you guys and I'll try to help you in terms of working on some complex projects if you're already working or if you're new learning into Alteryx. So definitely, I'll help you guys to understand that, and you can learn this and apply this knowledge in your day-to-day work, and also like you can apply this experience in your projects as well. So whatever day-wise topic I have discussed, all those are real-based scenarios, and all are like frequently we have been using in the projects like enterprise solutions where we are working in the real projects. So yes, you can apply those knowledge and experience. You can update your resume and you can go for interview for Alteryx developer or architect level of role or data engineering senior roles. Okay. So let's understand what exactly is the multi-field formula and what is the idea of doing this project. So like this is not, I'm not adding a lot of components, but I'm just sharing like what we are doing here. So the business context is like financial report where often arrive with the empty cells where no transaction record, right? So when it is null, the problem is like uh, when we are trying to do some mathematical calculation, then if you see here, I have mentioned one example like $500 plus null equal to null. Right. So this is causing like there is no standardization of the data, right? So this will like a numeric format, and in the same column you have a string format something. So replacing the zero with the nulls, I mean replacing the nulls with the zero is the best thing. Like we can have the, if I want to do some mathematical operation, I can do it without any hesitations, right? Or there won't be any error. So that is the objective. So to eliminate all these things, so we are creating a like or like there is a 4 5 columns. There might be 10 columns. You can use formula as well, but instead of using like five different formula tools, we can create a more streamlined and maintainable workflow. Right, that is also the objective. So we are using multi-field formula and to ensure all the data types are correctly aligned so that mathematical logic can be applied to the string-based inputs. So this is also the primary objective. Now, what is the project architecture? We are using workflows. The pattern is like to clean the data, convert the data, and then calculate. So input layer is your raw store sales data. Conversion layer will be the select tool where we are converting the data type. This is a really, really important tool. And in every project, we are using this. Every single project, we are using this tool. So just in case I want to see like what is the data type and if I have to do some mathematical operation in my Alteryx solution. So I should be using this tool, select tool, and then change the data type so that I can consume it. Bulk processing layer. So like instead of five formulas, we are using multi-field formula and writing some kind of a if-else statement to check every column. Like currently there are five, tomorrow it might be 10, next day it might be 100, who knows. So to replace all the nulls with the zeros, it depends like what kind of data it is. We cannot apply for all the columns, but yes, whatever is the numerical column, that there we can apply at least. Now analysis, what we are doing, variable logic, metadata sensitivity, in-place transformation. So variable logic is the use of current field act as a dynamic placeholder, allow the same formula to process different columns one by one. Metadata sensitivity, the project highlighted that multi-field tools are type sensitive. A formula designed for numbers cannot see a column if it is incorrectly labeled as a text. In-place transformation, by unchecking copy output field, the data was updated within the existing columns, keeping the final table clean and concise. Impact and business outcome, process We are improving the efficiency of the process. We are improving the accuracy of the calculation. We are improving the workflow readability. Tools we are using select and multi-field, not much. And where you can apply this. So you can apply this global pricing, marketing data, inventory control, data masking. So there, like if you want to do replace sensitive data, like for example, password, right? Or ATM password, those kind of passwords are there. Or like account password of your account where you want to mask the data. So you can use this concept as well. Multi-field formula, you can apply the logic and it will mask that particular column. Or like there are email ID where you don't want to expose your email IDs of everybody like VPs or senior VPs or directors or anybody in the company. So in those cases, you can apply this. Like if we are receiving any email, so you see like our card or anything in the email body, it will the last 5 6 digits will be like in this category, and then after that last 4 digit of your card, right? So that is a data masking practice. So let's see what is the solution is about and what we are doing in the workflow. So this is the workflow, and this is the data. If you see here, store ID, electronics, groceries, home decor, clothing, toys. So mostly these are the data which is we are using it. Okay, and if you see these are numerical data. Now I want to, because I want to do summarize and all these things, so I cannot use it. This is not a clean data. So what I'm doing first, I'm converting everything into double because I know like these are numerical data. So all the columns, sorry, all the columns are I'm converting a string into double here. And then I'm writing a formula field by selecting this like electronics, groceries, home decor, clothing, twice, and then converting this formula. If this current field is this null, then zero, else, and if the current field. So let's run this workflow and check it out how this looks like. So now if you see, this is the correct data, right? Now if you see, this is the correct data. Now we can use some of the methods like we can transform the data, we can summarize, we can transpose, we can cross tab, right? We can connect this data and we can group the data by all these things, electronics, change the order column if you want, or like you want to calculate some average. Let's run it. And you want to perform some of the mathematical operations. So this is how it is going to be. So now you see this is the null. I mean, this is giving you the for each of the sum, and it is taking average, then sum, then average, then sum, then average. Okay, so cross tab, or like if you want to transpose the data completely. So here what you can do, you can just let me execute this and let's see how this looks like first. So without implying. So now if you see store ID, electronics, so let me uncheck the store ID and let's keep everything. Okay, so let's see now the data looks like store ID is this name value. So this is the like the correct format, right? So now I can the key columns I want to keep and the data columns which I want to group it, right? So we can convert the data into the right format. And also like now if you want, like you can add some more formula if it is greater than zero, then or like if you want to use some of the filter here. So like here you can go and you can bring the filter, you can connect this, and value should not equal to zero, right? So let's run this. So now if you see, this will give you the data which has not zero, and these are the zeros. So we clean the data. What we are doing, we are changing the data type, we are applying multi-field formula, we are transposing the data, we are filtering the data based on the zero and non-zeros. So these are zeros, these are non-zeros, right? And then on top of it, like if you want to add something like add one more formula component here, you can write add column like value, let's say pricing, and price should be 60. So let me here. Let's create a workflow kind of a project. So here you see the value and the price. Now I want to add one more column here, revenue. So I'm adding the value multiply by price. Okay, so it will calculate. So now what it is doing, so 1 second. So price, let me make it double. Let me run it. Now you see the price and the revenue, I have got this. So we created almost a project. So like here we are picking the data, selecting, changing the data type, transposing the data, filter. We applied the this one. Now you can apply a lot of things like reporting. You can convert this into table. Okay. And group by, you can select basic. Everything is selected, store ID, and you can render the report as well. So like if you want to save this into Excel spreadsheet, so temporary or let's select output data, and here you can make it, for example, Excel and files. Here we can give some of the mm, revenue data, save it, let me run it. So now this output is going to save in this location. Now open the file. So now you see store ID, name, value, revenue, price, everything you have got. Right. So this is kind of a nice project we created. Not very advanced project, I can say. But yes, this will give you an idea like how to apply. So the idea was only to multi-field formula. But yes, I mean, after cleaning the data, what else extra we can do? So we transposed, we applied filter, then formula, we did reporting as well, and we got the data in this format as well. So thank you very much for watching this video, and stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, share your feedback, and let me know if you need any help or any assistance on terms of learning Alteryx or any data solution you are creating in Alteryx. So definitely I'll help you. I'll look into that in the comment section, and I'll help you guys on creating the workflows like advanced enterprise level or intermediate level of workflows where you can just present these ideas and these projects in your resume as well, and you can land into a very good opportunity as well. So thank you again for watching this video, and stay tuned.